All right, good morning, guys. Day 6, super excited. Y'all know that I went off on a tangent yesterday, my bad. Like I just went ham. Whatever came in my head, I just said it. I'm trying to keep within a time frame this morning though, because I have like a lot planned. But I want to go ahead and get started so you guys know I get started planting my feet. Just try to get in the zone. So I close my eyes, plant my feet, try to sit up a little bit, and I take my 3 deep breaths. Okay, after that last deep breath, I want you guys to keep your eyes closed, and I just want you guys to remember this is your safe place to write down whatever it is that you need to. That we're going to go over another amazing topic today, and it's just to reboot and reset and get our minds in order so that we can move to the next level of our lives. So, at the top of your journaling, the date, July 30th, 2019. And the topic today is knowing what season you're in. Okay, so we always start out with our deep breaths and then we do 6 things that we're grateful for. So the first 6 things that pop to your head. Okay, and remember, once you're done, just let me know in the chat so I don't overrush you guys. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is so it starts out knowing what season you're in, right? So most people talk about a winning season. A winning season is your life feels like it's perfectly aligned, things are falling into place, you're in a happy space, your business is good, your family's good, everything's good. But most people don't talk about their losing season when it seems like the whole world is crumbling around you. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about when they feel like they're in a doubtful season or when they're in a lack or a loss season. Nobody talks about those because they're not positive, right? But we go through them. Just recently, I went through a very dark season in my life, and it was very hurtful, and I had no idea how to get out of it. Had I not knew what season I was in, I would not have known how to try to get out of that season. And when I say that, that's just like your mind. So you know that you're in a negative mindset because someone said something to you, somebody did something to you. It's the exact same thing. It's just I'm putting season instead of mindset. So when you know what season you're in, you can try to combat it. So when I feel like I'm not good enough to do something, I know the people that I can reach out to that are going to help me get back to my level playing field, my winning season again. I know what personal development to listen to, I know what music to listen to, but you have to know where you are to help you get out of it. Does that make sense? Anybody? Does that make sense? Okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute, if it don't make sense, let me break it down a little bit more. But you just have to know where you are so that you can get to where you're going, because you can't stay in a lost and doubtful and just angry negative mindset and think that you're gonna get to where you really want to go. You have to get back to that winning, happy, positive mindset again, that happy season again. Because if you don't know how to get back there, then there, first of all, that's a problem. And second, you need to figure yourself out to get there. Because I know for me, to get back to my happy place, I have this journal that I've been telling everybody about. And I think I put it in my stories. I can actually color in this journal, and I can also journal on the opposite page. So whatever I'm going through, I can write it down, and then I can color to get my mind back centered. And that helps me. That may not help Caitlin, that may not help Sherry, but it helps Janessa. So music may help you. I know I tell a lot of my new distributors, listen to this song and tell me how you feel. Listen to this video, tell me how you feel after. Because I may listen to Old McDonald and think something totally different than you. I may think about a farm, you may think about an old man who runs the farm. Our minds are not going to be the exact same, but you get the general idea. You have to figure out where you are so that you can get out of it to get to where you're going. And I feel like this was a perfect day to do this, because we literally yesterday were talking about having faith in yourself. And when you start to have that faith in yourself and you start to feel good, how many times do you start to feel like everything's falling into place, and then one small little thing just throws you off, or one small thing deters you from where you're going? And you're like, holy crap, where'd that come from? I didn't even expect that to happen. But that's life. So you just have to know where you are. You can be in a winning season and have a hurdle jump in front of you, or have a struggle happen, or have something deter you from where you're headed, but you can't just fall over. You have to figure out, okay, how do I get past this hurdle to get back on track? You know what I mean? So for me, if my son is having an amazing day and then all of a sudden he's just cranky crabby, going crazy, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh no, what do I do? No, I'm going to be like, okay, wait a minute. You weren't acting like that before. Let me figure out why you're acting like that now. That's what we have to, that's something that we just have to keep going. I feel like most of the time we get either too stressed out, too depressed, too something, and you just want to put it on the back burner, but we're hurting ourselves by putting it on the back burner and not bringing it to Front Street. And that's why I said, I think it was either yesterday or the day before, there's a book about your struggle is your friend. It's not your enemy. Your struggle is always going to be your friend, because you can overcome it and move past it. And then guess what? When somebody else goes through that exact struggle, you can help them too. So now I know that if I want to go and work a job that is 60 hours plus, I know I can go to Caitlin, because she's been there, done that, talk about it, write a book about it and everything. I know that when my kids get grown, or when DJ gets like 12 years old and I have no idea what the hell is going on, I can call Sherry, because Sherry has a grown son. So those are the things that you just have to know. You have to know who you can go to and who's going to help you out, who's been there, done that before. And that's why I said you need to know what season you're in, so you know exactly where to go, where to navigate to. Does that make sense? Okay, so I think I talked about how to get a hold of your life in that season. So when you get to that point of no return, that's the enemy. Whoever you think the enemy is, the universe, the fairies, whatever, that's the enemy trying to hold you down. Those people who are like, oh, well, maybe you should just quit. Or, oh, girl, she said that. Girl, you should just like cuss her out. No, that's the enemy trying to get in your ear. That's the enemy trying to get in your ear. Let all that crap go. Don't let all that crap get into your mind. Don't let all that stuff hinder you from what's going on with you. You have to just keep focused and keep going. Yes, it's going to be hard. No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take a day to get your life together, because you should if that's what you feel, but don't let all that negativity in, because once you let more negativity in, that dark cloud that just started out as this little ball is now this big gaping, raining, lightning, hellfire coming out of it. All because you gave it life. You kept feeding into it. The more, how many of y'all have heard the saying, the more you feed that dog, the more the dog is gonna come back? The more you feed that cat that comes to your door every day at 10 a.m., the more that cat gonna keep coming back every single day, right or wrong. Now, what if you don't have food for that cat at 10 a.m.? That cat gonna be like, wait a minute, hold up, you switching up. So, and it's eventually, if you don't feed it, it's gonna go away and it's gonna find somebody else to feed it, right? So that's what you do. You don't feed it. Don't keep feeding the bear. Don't keep feeding the cat, whatever you want to call it. Don't keep feeding that negativity and that sorrow and that hurt. Don't keep feeding it, because the more you feed it, the more it grows. It's just like a kid. If you don't feed your kid's not gonna grow. Feed your kid's gonna grow. At least in my, yeah, I don't know, because DJ don't eat and he's still growing, so I don't know. Just saying, using it as a metaphor. So now that we have that down, I want you guys to think about what season you're in right now. And I want you to write that season down in your journaling. If you're in a winning season right now, write it down. If you're in a doubt, a loss, a lonely, whatever feeling you have, that's the season that you're in right now. And I want you to write it down. And then the next part of our journaling is going to help you to get out of that season if it's negative, or how to stay in it if it's positive. Okay? So the first one is Lord, teach me. So whatever it is, you just write about whatever season you're in. Okay. So the next one is Lord, help me to. Okay. So this last one, I really want you guys to sorry, DJ's yelling in the living room. So I want you guys to really think about this one. I want you guys to be very careful what you ask for. Okay. Now, I'm a firm believer that whatever you ask for, you get it. So be very intentional about this next portion, because just be careful what you ask for. Okay. Just think about it and be very careful. Okay. So, Lord, I pray, because y'all know He works in mysterious ways. Okay. So before I go any further, well, no, we're not going to do it on here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the 3 tasks, and then we're gonna stop the recording. So sorry, y'all. I get quotes of the day all the time, and they always pop up at the craziest times. So the 3 tasks for today. 1, I want you to share with your person, your people, whoever that you want to share with, because like I said before, you have no idea who needs this right now, and you may be the only person that can give that to them. 2, make a video and upload it to your stories. So it can be about your journaling, it could be about your business, it could be personal, but I want you to get your phone, prop it up somewhere, and just talk into it, not a live, just a video, upload it, and have your friends and followers and everybody know like who you are, see your face, because I feel like people love that. They love the fact that you're showing your face, you're showing who you are, you're being vulnerable and raw and real. And the last, what do you want for August? What do you want? What new amazing things do you want next month? What rank do you want? Just write out what you want. And once you write out what you want, when August 1st hits, you should have a template for August. All the things that you want, and you should be vocal about everything that you want in August. Be vocal, be vibrant, be upfront, be honest, and be present, because that is the most important thing, is to just be present. Okay? So there was a video, I could not get it for the life of me to upload. So I will definitely be sending it to the chats and everything so that everybody will have the video. But for now, I will see y'all tomorrow.